club is one of the best stages where you can see the leaders are being born. For that statement, I have two good examples sitting right next to me. So for today's session, the second episode of course, we have the 5th president of the club, Protractor past president Abdul Basit from the years 2015 and 2016, and the 8th president of the club, Protractor past president Roshani Singh Puliyaranchi from the years 2018 and 2019. Aya and Aki, we are more than happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So let me first give you a brief introduction on what we are going to do. Firstly, I'll be asking a few road track related questions in general, such as your experience, achievements, so and so. And then we will be moving on to a fun session, which I'll be explaining later. So without any further ado, I would like to direct my first question to road track Abdul Basit. So Aya, tell us about your road track journey, like how you started road track, what was your avenue, like your first project?
Yeah, so thanks Hasini. It's road track for me started back in 2015 when I joined University of Sri Jayewardenepura, and I was literally headhunted by Radisha, right? So we had this annual iftar gathering, and she obviously it's free food, and then she came in with Dane and all of them, and they saw me, and of course them knowing my elder brother was a resemblance, so they said you need to join road track, and that began the journey. So I wasn't really the one who was very keen of being very active in road track, but eventually it did. It was quite addictive, I would say. So thereafter, projects after projects, we've been through. I think the very first project was probably the basketball tournament organized by University of Kelaniya Road Track Club of Uptown, IRBT. I think I can't really remember the name, but I think to give justice to my knowledge, I think that was the first project.
So if I ask the same question from you, what would be your answer?
So before joining Japura Road Track, I was actually in IIT, and that's when people got to know me because I was like the secretary there for quite a few times. So then as soon as I joined Road Track in Japura, was moved into the Club Service Avenue, mainly because I think people knew my presence in Road Track before, and also because I knew what was going on. But it was more like one reason I actually joined uni and like told myself, okay, uni is a good opportunity, was because of road track. Because like studying and getting into academics was not like the best option for me at that time. But so road track was like one motivation. I came to uni itself, and it kept going from there onwards. Like then it was more of how could we make a change? How could we, like being such an infinite person in this world, in uni can make a big difference. So yeah, that was the start.
Thank you, Lucky. And I'm coming to you again, Aya. During your year, our club hosted 6 district events. I think that's something we should massively acknowledge. Not just one, 6 district projects, including Pets and Sets, Project Serve, WDSD, RCL, and Rotatia 2016. So how was the support you got from your team?
Wow, so support was always there, but it was just the fact that organizing so many district projects was a challenge. But the best part was we really didn't know what we were up against when we were bidding at Pet Sets. So we would just randomly raise our hands for anything and everything, but eventually we landed. But in terms of support, I think my team, they were there right throughout, right? And it's not just the exco, it was also my peer presidents, because you can't organize a district projects just by a standalone club. So most of my peer presidents, peer secretaries, they were just absolutely there for us when we needed them, and the district committee also.
It's interesting to know that you had such an outstanding thing to back you up on. So, Shani,
yes.
When you're talking about your period of presidency, I think it's a must to talk about Literato 90. You won the Gold Award for the most outstanding international project of the year.
Yes.
So, Aki, how was that experience?
So the beginning of the project, it actually came when Samudaya was president. We had this idea being in the learning literature, we wanted to do a change. It was like Udara, Tharindi, Senuri, Chatuni, that entire set we had in our class who were in Rotaract. We thought of doing something that we know the best, and it hasn't been done in other clubs as well, in terms of like evaluating and acknowledging the literature that we have in not only locally but also internationally, because as we learn, it's a connecting point for all cultures, and doing an international service project wasn't easy when it comes to everything else. So we were like thinking of how we can do it best, but at the end I think it executed very well when it comes to my year, because there was 1 year to learn what the project can be and how it can grow. And yes, it was a really great job done by the entire committee who got together. And yes.
Actually, to comment on that, I remember when we were having the final discussions for the awards, right? 2018-19. So the district core team was part of it, and I did have to take a step back because our club project was up there. But you know, we were very unbiased in terms of opinions, and we had to have a very constructive argument for this particular project, and I'm just so proud that, you know, we were able to make it through.
Nice.
Thank you.
Also, Aki, what were the challenges you faced in your Rotaract, and you know, how was the support given to you by the general members?
Oh, well, very valid question. When it comes to taking up big positions, not in only Rotaract, like anywhere, leadership comes with a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges, and that can't be like stopped anywhere, and you can't like really marginalize it into a little box and say these were my challenges, because there were some challenges we took as easy everyday things, and some challenges we learned things. So I think Rotaract was a really good platform for us to learn, especially with the people around us. I think the best learning I've got from Rotaract is people, people skills, about people, how people act and react to certain situations. So support not only came from the committee but the entire club. We had like a massive number of members. At that time it was like 700, 500, and pretty much like they weren't maybe active for every project, but they were active at least like in one phase of that year, which was really good. And it was like without the members, none of the projects would be successful. So yeah, that was a big backing.
Also, I'm sure there had been a surprise turn of events in your period as well. So, what were the amazing projects you did in your year, and you know, any unforgettable memories you had?
So there were so many unforgettable memories. But in terms of projects, I think a few key events that we were very successful in doing. We were able to organize a national youth dialogue on gender-based violence that we partnered with the UNFPA. That was a very successful dialogue, and after that we also tied up with the Sri Lanka Army, with the welfare unit of the Sri Lanka Army, and we organized a aesthetic concert for the disabled war veterans. So those two projects of course stood up, and you know, definitely there were so many beyond just those two projects. Unforgettable memories?
Name a few, just one.
I'll give you the simplest of ones. So we organized a car wash at Havelocks, right? And that wasn't a project, but it was just full of unforgettable memories. So but the lead up to a car wash was, you know, we had to sell tickets. This was also in line of, you know, raising funds for Ranahanda. And what happened there was, you know, we ended up selling tickets straight for about 3-4 days at, you know, Crescat. You know, people would just stare at us. But you know, eventually, you know, we got the money we wanted. So
in your year, we won the Gold Award for the most supportive club as well as the most participative club of the year. How was that experience?
I think it was something that I'm really proud of, because from day one, from the words go, we as a club, we were able to support most of the clubs who were part of the district. And one thing that I really wanted to give back to my peer presidents was that, I wanted to tell them that we are behind with every success of the other clubs. So I think when we listed down the number of projects that Japura attended in other clubs, we had a list of almost about 120-50 plus projects that we attended, and at least one person would represent in another club's project. So I think it was mainly because of that, and of course because of the frequent faces that we see at most of the projects.
So previously Abdul Ayya mentioned about his unforgettable memories. So Key, I would like to know, what is the most unforgettable memory you had with the club?
Okay, so to be honest, you can't really pinpoint like one specific event, but yeah, I think all out, like I like traveling, so I think all outstation visits were like really memorable. It has always been like a part of my heart. Really close to like interacting with other people, going, having fun, and then getting lost sometimes. But also it's like the experience that you have. Unforgettable memories, you can't really count. Like certain projects were really close, like when it comes to WDST, World Down Syndrome Day is one of the closest to your heart. But when it comes to taking up the most challenging project, it was Youth Entrepreneurship Summit. We wanted to do it big, and yeah, it was pretty big. So yeah, those are the few challenges and memories.
Thank you. So now I have a common question for both of you. Like, what would you say is your biggest learning from your year as the president? I think Oshaniaki kind of answered, kind of stepped into that question before I even asked.
And you can finish it now.
Would you like to take the lead or
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so the learning. So what I realized was, when it comes to when you're in a position of leadership, right? Just like what Oshani said, you're required to influence people, and to have that influence, you need to make certain judgment calls, right? And sometimes it could be right, and sometimes it could be just fatal. You probably regret it for the rest of your life. And what I feel is the biggest learnings is in terms of project management. You need to kind of mature yourself in terms of the decisions that you're making. Sometimes it could go the right way, sometimes it could go the wrong way, but you need to kind of self-learn in terms of managing people and of course leading them as well.
I think he stole my answer. But apart from that, I mean, yes, agreed, 100%. It's the people and how we handle situations. Key learnings, I mean, that learning doesn't stop there, right? Because now when we think of life after road track, I mean, it's not a lot of years for me, but even when you go out to the society, there's a lot of learnings that you can give out. How you make decisions, how you handle situations, how you handle pressure, basically. That's like one of the main things. So yeah, there's a lot to learn.
So after sharing such insights, we have reached to that fun and exciting part of the session, as I told you before. A little something I would like to call the rapid fire session. It goes like this. I'm going to ask nearly 10 questions from each of you separately. So you just have to answer with whatever that comes to your mind as soon as possible. It's easy.
When you said whatever.
Let's hope it's not bad.
Okay. So here we go. First off, let's begin with you.
Alright.
What is your favorite club project?
Oh, favorite club project. It's not club project. Yeah, it's club project. I would say WDST.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Stupid, good, generous.
Alright. So tell us an unforgettable memory you had during an installation.
During an installation, okay. I'm always generally the very first person to get up and talk, or rather felicitate. But during an installation, I did the unforgettable memory was in my outgoing installation. I actually came about half an hour late.
Okay. So how was the support you got from the fellow clubs and the road tractors from your district?
Oh, so this shouldn't be a rapid fire, but you know, I have to talk about them because most of, or rather everybody who were part of the district that year were very supportive, starting from Shakti, who was very friendly, right, very forward, and he always looked after us. And then so many presidents from all the clubs, right, you know, Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Law, all the university-based clubs, and then the community-based clubs, you know, they were just outstanding. So they were all there.
Yeah. Tell us some unforgettable food memories you had in Road Track.
So our go-to place during uni was Cafe by Boo. I think it still is for most of us.
Even for me, yeah.
So they have this amazing cheese pasta. I think that was the go-to food there.
So how many members did you have in your executive committee?
Honestly, I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys, but I think it was somewhere around 19 to 21.
So describe your board of directors in one word.
Awesome.
So who is your Road Track role model and why?
My Ayya is my Road Track role model. He was the DRR back in 2013-14, and he was also asked to take 2014-15 also, because that year there were a few turbulences. But I think when I look at in terms of a role model, it will always be him, because he was the one who encouraged me to take presidency also. Sub role model would be Rani. She was like, you know, the Iron Lady of the club.
So an advice from you to the fellow club members.
To the ones who are presently active, I think something that you all can really do is test and try everything that's within your portfolios, right? This is a good opportunity to learn new things, and I think you might probably not get another opportunity also. So if you're in the field of IT design stuff, you know, if you're in the field of, you know, talking, do events on public speaking, and that will really help you and take you a long way.
And finally, Ayya, what does Road Track Club of University of Sri Jayewardenepura mean to you?
5 years ago, it was pretty much everything that I had, because I gave in 110%. But now, of course, you know, with other commitments coming in, you know, it's pretty much different. But Road Track Club of Jayewardenepura will always be home to me, and it's something that will always excite me for a new project.
Thank you, Ayya. You did great, surely. Moving on to Shania. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Explain your Road Track journey in one word.
Challenging.
Name 3 things you learned from Road Track.
Have fun, eat well, and work hard.
Who is your Road Track role model and why?
So I don't have one person, but I would say Shakti, Rani Shakti. Yeah.
Have you ever looked at a fellow road tracker as someone who was more than just a friend to you?
I mean, yeah. Never times.
So were you a person who attended an installation just to eat the food?
Not really. I mean, how would you know? Okay, so most of the time it's for the people, like who is getting president or being in the board. And then, yeah, obviously, food is a question.
Name 3 projects which were so close to your heart during your year.
Projects that I did?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say yes, Saman's daughter, Literato. There's a lot. So yeah, stop there.
Have you ever been scolded by your parents for going out so often and coming home late just because of road track?
Yeah, definitely. It started off as scolding, but then after that they gave up on me. So now I'm free.
So name 10 friends you made from road track.
10 friends.
Okay. The problem is not finding 10. It's the limiting 10. I would start with our club and say Udara, Chatuni, Ravindu, Saranga, Oshan. I'm missing a lot, but yeah, I have to limit. Then go outside and say Usama, Anjana. Okay, it's hard. Is 6 fine? Yeah, 2 more, 3 more.
You were keeping it.
Yeah, I was trying. I think there was a lot of people. I would say Kusal, Ravindu, and Kusal from IIT. And yeah, Lafindu, all of them. Yeah.
An advice from you to the fellow club members.
Yeah. So quite close to what Abdul said. For everyone who's active now, whatever you're thinking to make a change, it might be even stupid, crazy, or out of your reach, but try. It's always worth it. And for everyone who is not very involved in road track, I'm sure you learned something. So let's say, live the memories.
And finally, what does Road Track Club of University of Sri Jayawardhanapura mean to you?
Well, it means it was a platform for me to build myself as well as learn a lot in my life. I would say the experiences were great, and so it does mean everything in that specific period of my life. I think it's still going out of that stage, so yeah, very close. Yeah, still moving out slowly.
Thank you so much, Sakshi. And both of you did really great. Actually.
Thank you. Are we done?
Even you, yeah.
Oh.
So we have reached to the very end of this session. It was such a pleasure and an honor to have the 5th president of the club, Road Tractor Past President Abdul Basit, and the 8th president, Road Tractor Past President Shani Singhapuliyara with us. I hope you all had a quite good time reminiscing your good old days. And thank you Abdullah and Shani Aki for joining us today amidst your busy schedules. So good luck with all your future endeavours. So bidding farewell to them like that, I would like to request our beloved audience to stay tuned with us for another interesting session with the past president.